Hi everyone, today we're going to do some puzzles, and the puzzles are there to make sure that you're good at addition, good at subtraction, most importantly good at problem solving. And puzzles are fun little games that you can do to try and challenge yourself to see if you can get the answer right. So if you're ready for that, let's go ahead and do the puzzles for today. See if you can do them. Alright, so in each one of them, you got to be very good at reading, and you got to be very good at being like a detective and trying to understand the little cues in the question that tell you what the answer is or how you're going to get there. And then you have to find a strategy, right? So let's see if we can do that. So for the first question, it says, read the clues and solve the puzzle. I am a number between 20 and 30. So then you think in your mind, okay, what's between 20 and 30? 21, 22, 23, 24, 20, all the way through to 29, right? If you count by fives, you will say my name. Who am I? Well, if you count by fives, you go 20, 25, 30. And there's only one number which you can count by fives, which is between 20 and 30, and it's 25. So that's the answer to that question. So we're going to do the questions which I'm scrolling down to show you. Okay, so this is what we'll do. You guys can pause the video now, try all these questions. Remember, don't give up. Do your best, okay? Don't just look at the question and be like, oh, I can't do it, it's too hard. No, try your best. Think really deeply. Think about what it means. Think about how to get there. And if you're really, really stuck, don't worry. We're going to do it together, and then you won't be stuck again. If you've done it, so I hope you've done the questions. Let's see. I am an even number. I am between 6 and 9. Who am I? The big clue here is even. What does even mean? Even is a number that you can divide by 2. It's a number that can halve itself. So here's the even numbers. And if you count in twos, you see all the even numbers. So numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So you can skip count by twos starting from 2, and that's all the even numbers. Well, we can do that here. I am between 6 and 9. Who am I? So between 6 and 9, you have 7 and 8. Which one's the even number, 7 or 8? So you can go like that. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 is the even number. So, okay, 8 is the answer to this question. Well done. If you got this one, that was good. 7 plus 7 is less than I am. Oh, we know 7 plus 7 because we know our doubles. Immediately you think 7 plus 7, that's 14. I'm going to write that down to make sure I don't forget it. 7 plus 9 is greater than I am. So you do need to know what 7 plus 9 is, which is 16. And greater than means bigger. So 7 plus 9 is greater than me. So essentially, this number is sandwiched between 14 and 16. Well, which number is between 14 and 16? You got it. It's 15, right? Okay, very nice. I am a number less than 10. Okay, that's good. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you add me to myself, you will find a number greater than 16. Who am I? What does it mean if you add me to myself? So it means it's like a double, right? A number less than 10, let's say 1, right? What's 1 plus 1? It's 2. Is that bigger than 16? No. So I have to find a number that's bigger than 16 from a number that's less than 10 and that I double. Okay, so 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Too small. 4 plus 4, 8. Too small. 5 plus 5, 10. Too small. 7 plus 7, you should know that double by now. 14. Too small. 8 plus 8, that's exactly 16. So what's the problem with that? Well, it's not, 16 is not bigger than 16. It's just 16. You need to be bigger. So it must be 9, right? Because 9 plus 9 is 18. And 18 is definitely bigger than 16. So I go 18 here. Okay, so let me go to my next question. Oof, that was a tough one. 16 minus 10 is less than I am. 16 is minus 8 is greater than I am. Who am I? Okay, so whenever you get a problem like that, just try and work out what 16 minus 10 is. 16 minus 10 is 6. 16 minus 8 is 8. Okay, So it's between 6 and 8, and it's pretty similar to the second problem. It's 7, right? Oof, I am a number between 7 and 12. If you count by threes, you will say my name. Who am I? So between 7 and 12, you have 8, 9, 10, 11, right? If you count by threes, you will say my name. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so let me count by threes. So I know that it's either 8, 9, 10, or 11. Okay, let me count in threes. So I guess I start from, do I start from 0? Yeah, I'm going to do the threes. So 0, 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, there's only one option, right? 9. Okay, so 9 is good. Okay, I'm an odd number. I'm between 11 and 14. Who am I? Okay, so an odd number is a number that you cannot divide by 2. I'll give you examples. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So you're still counting in twos, but you're not starting from 2, you're starting from 1. So these are numbers that you cannot have. Like if you have 1 sweet, you cannot have it in 2. If you have 3 sweets, you cannot separate that in 2, right? So between 11 and 14, so let's look. Between 11 and 14, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. Well, that's got to be 13 then. Oof, we're nearly done with those. I think there's a few more, and I'd like you to do them. So go ahead and pause the video and try these last 3 questions. See if you can do them. All right, so I know there's a bunch of questions today, but if you can do these, that's really good. Very, very impressive. If you subtract me from 14, you will find a number greater than 11. I am an odd number. Who am I? Okay. I'm an odd number, so remember, an odd number is 1, 3, 5, 7. I'm going to start with 1 just to understand the question a little bit. It's good to test it, right? So if I do 14 minus 1, I get 13. Oh, well, I guess that's the answer because 13 is bigger than 11. Okay, so I'm an odd number. Who am I? Well, 1 then. If I take 1 away from 14, I get 13. 13 is bigger than 11. The next option would be 3, right? What's 14 minus 3? 11. 11 is not bigger than 11. So actually the answer was pretty straightforward. It was 1. Okay, let's do the last 2. If you add me to 50, you'll find a number less than 70. If you count by tens, you will say my name. Who am I? Okay, so if you add me to 50, you find a number less than 70. So what about like 1? 1 plus 50, that's less than 70. Oh, but I have to count by tens. I have to count by tens. Okay, so let me count by tens from 0. 0, 10, 20, 30, right? So can I add 10 to 50? Well, that'll be 60, which is less than 70, so that's good. So 10 seems pretty good. What if I do 20? 20 plus 50 is 70. Oh, that's not less than 70, that's the same. Okay, so it's got to be 10 then. Last question, you guys. Okay, if you add me to 1, you'll find an odd number. I'm less than 2. Who am I? If you add me to 1, you'll find an odd number. I'm less than 2. Okay, less than 2 can either be 0 or 1, right? Okay, so if I add you to 1, I do 1 plus 1, I get 2. Oh, but that's not less than 2. I think this has got to be a trick question, and it's got to be a 0, right? If you add me to 1, so I add 0, you'll find an odd number, which is 1. I'm less than 2. 1 is less than 2. So who am I? 0. Oh my god, that was so hard, you guys. Really, really tricky. If you can do this, you're doing amazing. This was really tough, by the way. Okay, so well done, you guys. If you like these questions, make sure that you follow the channel and that you keep practicing your math to be super, super good at school. I shall see you next time in one of our next videos. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you practice because practice makes perfect. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.